Fool
I
us
learned my
once.
lesson.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes. You can just look at
Yeah,
him.
you can look at me.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start with SoCon, kind of like we did with Coach, and we'll move to NCAA. So, senior year, how special is it to get to host the Southern Conference Tournament on your home range?
It's really exciting because we've always wanted to, I think subconsciously, but we never really asked for it. We never really were told we could. And so when we found out last year we were able to, we were like, wow, this is going to be awesome. We'll be able to be on our home range. It's a beautiful area to shoot. I mean, this range is amazing. And it's like state of the art. All of the shooters that come here are like, wow, this range is really nice. We've got the dividers for each shooter. So I think that everyone coming here from other schools is really excited about it too.
What's the comfort level shooting in your own range, especially at a match that important?
I don't really know if the comfort level is there as much as a level of expectation per se. So I kind of expect myself to shoot better, but then again, I'm able to kind of put that to the side and focus on my mindset and my process just to shoot like I would at any other range instead of expecting to do better just because it's my home range.
Now, last year, correct me if I'm wrong, you finished pretty high, but you didn't win in the shootout in the air rifle. Was that the knockout stage, or am I?
The final.
The final?
He means the final.
Yeah.
Did I?
You won second.
Won second place,
Yeah.
yeah.
So obviously, your expectation.
I don't really think about it very much.
Finishing second last year, let's just keep it simple. Finishing second last year, your expectation as one of the best shooters in the country is obviously to win it. What do you have to do to be successful on that Sunday to win that air rifle title?
Not think about it. I just go in and shoot and have fun and do what I love, and air rifle is really what I love to do. It's something that I know I'm good at, especially with finals. I know that I'm good at it because I'm good at it. I enjoy it, I love it, and so it's not really anything I have to try or worry about. I just do it.
What's been the key to your success this year from last year to improving so much to this year?
Honestly, having a coach that cares about us and wants us to do well and is able to provide us with the resources we need to do well. And a lot of that resources comes from mental management and focusing on our mind, because this sport, it doesn't require a lot of running around or tackles or getting a ball in a goal or a basket. I mean, it's literally just standing there and shooting one shot at a time. And so in order to shoot the 51st shot out of 60 shots well, it takes a lot of mental stability and mental strength because it's tedious. I mean, one shot after the other, 60 to 100 times in one day is a lot. And so it just takes that strength to know that you're able to do it and that courage to take it one shot at a time. It takes forever. Sometimes I think back and it still feels like I'm at some of those matches still shooting. It takes forever, but it's worth it because that one shot can mean winning or losing.
Let's move on to NCAA now. Last weekend, it was obvious pretty early that you were in the groove. I think you started with 2 100s, and at that point we're like, all right, she's got it now. What is your mentality like when you know that you're on?
So I actually thought I was going to do way better. I thought I was going to shoot a 600 that day. I had that feeling that I've never really had before, and I've only had it in practice a few times, and those times I've shot 599s. And so I was like, wow, I'm about to flex real hard. And so I started thinking about it too much, and that's what got me. I was like, wow, I'm about to do really well. And once I started thinking about it, I stopped thinking about that one shot at a time, and I ended up shooting a few nines. But in the end, it's not really the important thing. What is important is I was able to persevere after those nines and shoot another 10 after that.
Did you know when you left the range that 596 was probably going to get you to Morgantown?
No, I didn't know, and I was a little bit nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about it. I'm like, wow, if I don't make it, I'm going to be mad at myself for shooting that 1-9 that I knew I could have made a 10, but I overheld and it was a 9. So I was thinking about it and like how disappointing it would be if I didn't make it. But I think I also knew that I already had, kind of subconsciously.
Right. Now, Coach tells me you guys were watching Sunday's match in the van on the way back. What was your reaction when they started dropping off one by one? You're like, all right, I'm in. What was your reaction knowing that you were going to NCAAs?
Excitement. I've always wanted this. I remember my freshman year with some of the other seniors that were on the team telling me about some of the people that were making it and what NCAA championships was. I really didn't know a lot about it. I'm not a child of the sport. I am kind of just good at it, so I do it. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know the people. I don't know a lot of the competitions, and so it was just that was one competition I knew about that I really wanted to go to. And so to finally be able to go my senior year has been a really big deal for me, like personally. And I'm not as much excited about going as I am winning. I'm pretty sure that I have a good chance of doing it, and I'm excited to make Georgia Southern proud.
And to kind of follow up on that, you've obviously left your legacy here. Your name's going to be all over the record book. Granted, it's a 6-year-old program, but what does it mean to, one, make the NCAAs to represent Georgia Southern, and then also what it means for this program, helping put this program on the map?
It's not as much the program for me as it is individual shooters. So I did not have a lot of opportunities growing up with shooting. I've been shooting for 8 years now, but this is the best opportunity I've ever had in my life. I have a team that cares about me, a coach that wants to send me places. I have the Olympics, the chance to go to the Olympics ahead in my sights, and I don't think without this I would be able to do that. And so letting other shooters know that the school is doing well is kind of a beacon of light for them to come here, and once they actually get here, they'll have the same opportunities as me. And I definitely won't be the last to go to qualifiers or win at qualifiers and go to championships. There are plenty of shooters out there who are very qualified to do so with the right coaching. And for them to be able to come here and do that is kind of my goal. I want people to be able to have the same opportunities as me, to do well, and to have, I don't really know, I'm kind of repeating myself, dang it.
Take your time, we can edit.
Have the same opportunities. What was I going to say?
Same opportunities as you?
Just the opportunity to excel and do well in their sport and be able to move on in life. And God, I'm repeating myself. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm so sorry.
The power of editing.
We can edit
Your
it.
the first minute of that was a great response. We
Okay.
can use that. I get just finally here. I know it's hard to imagine March 9th suiting up at the NCAAs going against the 47 other people. What's your adrenaline level going to be like, or is it just another competition where you're laser focused?
I'll have adrenaline. I mean, that's impossible to get rid of, but I kind of use it to my advantage. I've had a lot of competitions where I have high adrenaline levels and my heart is racing and I can barely hold the rifle still, where I'm still able to shoot 10.9s and 10.8s right after each other. So it's the power of my mind over my body. In those cases that I'm able to do well, excel, and get the score that I want, even though I'm not really focused on the score. So just one shot at a time.
Okay, last question for me. You seem pretty level, low-key, kind of quiet person. What would your reaction be if you were to win it?
Smile and wave. Make everybody proud. Be humble. I feel like that's really important, is to be humble.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.